What is the horror genre in gaming? Is it a first-person shooter, like Doom 3, where you have heavy weaponry, but low light? Or is it games more like Amnesia: Dark Descent, where you have no way to defend yourself, and the only way to survive is to run and hide? Some define it as a subgenre of action adventure, but to many the horror genre is one of its own. Horror, an overwhelming and painful feeling of repugnance and fear. Different elements and genres with the horror genre include survival. The main goal of games in the survival horror subgenre is not so much to fight away a monster, but to just survive the ordeal. Players are given limited ammunition, if any weapons at all. Games in this genre would include Amnesia, Clock Tower, and Silent Hill. Thrillers are scary because of frightening images, music, and things jumping out, surprising the gamer. Shooter. This subgenre is a more action-oriented approach to horror, and many would consider it a less scary one. Games in this genre include Left 4 Dead, Doom 3, and The Darkness.
Don't let that stop you from smearing it all over yourself.
Oh, shit! Shit! They're coming! Run like hell!
Merry Christmas.
Puzzle and strategy horror games include puzzle-solving elements to build suspense for the fright. Black Mirror 3 is an example of this. We did a poll to find what people think is important in horror games to make them frightening. 50% say story and plot are what will make the game scary, and if you can't submerge yourself in the game, then there is just no point. 18% say that music and audio is what is most important in a horror game. 10% say that it must be visually frightening and have top-of-the-line graphics. 8% want a pick-up-and-play game, something that is easy to join in at any point. 14% want their games so terrifying that they shit themselves. Examples of specific games using these themes and elements include Gallant Wake. The whole game relies on narration to draw in players. The game is written like a novel, even using pages from 1 to foreshadow game events. Amnesia: The Dark Descent. There is no combat in this game. Even picking up objects like logs and shovels can't be used for fighting. The player character starts to go insane when in darkness and when looking at a monster. Lighting torches and lanterns will keep you out of the dark, but it will also attract a monster. This game is about managing these to survive. Left 4 Dead. This is a very action-oriented horror game. It is easy to pick up and play from any point, and has good multiplayer. The game isn't very scary but does drop in thrilling portions periodically throughout the campaign.
Where am I? Alright, I know you're confused right now. I can explain everything, but you gotta trust me, okay? Listen, you're in terrible
Dead Space. This game uses the atmosphere of an area and chilling music cues to submerge the player in the experience. It then draws out realistic dismembering scenes to terrify the player. Dead Rising. This is a humorous approach to horror games, only using horror fiction of other mediums in the premise to classify it as horror. The atmosphere, music and story are not scary.
What is the game that scares you?
I'd have to say Resident Evil 4. I still lose sleep over this game. Night terror is so bad I soil my bed.
What made you want to play this game?
My friends just said it was really great. I trusted them. My mother picked it up from the grocery store on the way home, and along with my favorite ice cream.
What scared you the most about this game?
The first time you see the chainsaw-wielding, potato sack-wearing enemy. It scared the hell out of me.
Tell us what happened.
Oh, well, I wish I had my light bright so I could illustrate my fear. Let me paint this picture. Looming over a foggy hillside emerges a human figure. It stumbles towards me. By now I have already wet myself, of course, and have run out of ice cream to calm my nerves. The figure raises his arms. I can now see what he's holding. A chainsaw, of course. My character has run out of ammo and eggs. Fucking golden eggs, too. Weekend, I tried to run, but it's no use. The cold, dead hands embrace me. I just take the abuse. The chainsaw roars towards me. Blood spurts out. Next thing I know, my head is rolling across the fucking ground.
I see.
I just sat there, frozen in fear, for days. I was finally released from fear's moist clutches when the store got in more stock of my breast milk ice cream. My mom was not happy. She had to call off my funeral. I was punished for not being dead, of course. She never lets me lick the frosting off the spoon again.
Please go on. What else scared you?
I can't. The images in this interview brings back... I can't. I need the warm embrace of Mr. Cuddles.
Where are you going? Well,
I can't read. Yeah, this is kind of stupid, yeah. These guys can't laugh, man.
What did you say?
I'm batshit crazy. Ridiculous.